Good evening. It's April the 2nd already, and we're doing another live stream today and looking at MAUI, Blazor, and Office JavaScript integration. Let's see if we can get something going there. Let's start the show. Welcome back for another live stream on Soft as in Software. Let's move to the code window and quickly move over to try to find where we left off last week Tuesday. Let's start Fish Studio here. Maybe also the terminal. Now we have an update for PowerShell. Make some notes there to update the PowerShell there. CD data repos. Let's see, what dates do we have in here? 24, 28, 1. 2024. I think it was last week. 2028. 26. 26. 26. Oh, wrong window. 03, 26. There we have my Soft as in Software app. That's the one that we are working on. We're following the script from Beth Massey on GitHub. And for that I have a link over here, copy. Copy link. There we are. Did it change? Yesterday. Updates to support rendering mode server global. Let's quickly have a look at that. It's taking out interactive server completely. And make it interactive server in the head outlet. Server global. So this is completely running in the server, but that's not what we are doing, I think. Let's have a look where we left off last week. I think we missed this last part where we do the actual integration of the different devices. I think it's this one. So this is the demo application from Beth Massey to show how you can create your web app integrating with MAUI to do your device independent API calls. So let's quickly run one of these. Click, remove the MAUI thing there. 5. Let's see what we have so far. There's the hello world, but it's nothing special. There's nothing MAUI integrated. It's, at least is what you don't see anything. The click's now working because the server interaction is now working. The weather API is working. So let's go back here and let's try do the same. We now started web app. Shared MAUI. So let's see what happens if we add some device specific items there. Where was the thing left off? I think we had this one in there already. Open my app web project, deletes routes.razor. Program CS, my app web. This one. App map razor components app. This one. Add interactive server render mode. This also have. This one doesn't have an index. Is that in here maybe? Oh no, but this is because this is a MAUI application. I think the original one did have one. Let's go back to the program CS there. Add interactive server render mode. Additional assemblies. That's the shared assemblies. Let's continue here. In my app shared project, create an interface folder and add a file called iFormFactor. The interface folder is just on the root level next to root. Shared in here, add folder, interfaces, and create a file called iFormFactor.cs. iFormFactor.cs. There it is. And we put some iFormFactor in there. this section. Move component 1 razor in the app share to components folder and add following code. That's this one. Let's see where she put that in here. Shared components. There's the razor file and the CSS. Should automatically adopt the CSS as well. Did move, yes. Let's see, where's the form factor? Here. And we have to put in something like this. Copy. Add the following code. Using my app, my app is obviously not the right one because it's called something different. It's called my soft as in software app. Like so. Form factor is now resolved. That's injected. My component, you are on form factor platform. This component is defined in this strong my app shared library. Yeah. Private string form factor, form factor get form factor. Now that we have the interface defined, we need to provide implementations in the web and native apps. In my web app project, add a folder called services. Let's check where they put that again. Web services. There's a form factor thingy. In here, add folder. Services. And we have to create a file in there, I guess. Services, we can use the MAUI abstraction layer to write code that will work on all the native device platforms. Add the following code. Formfactor.cs. Add new item. Formfactor.cs. Add put in the code there. Copy that. That's the using interfaces, but that should adopt the thingy there, and then we have the duplicate thing there, so we can remove that. My app web services. Why is it called MAUI? now in the app MAUI, so this is not the right place to do this. Delete. And remove the services thing as well. Delete. In here. Add new folder, services. There we form factor. Add new item, form factor. .cs. Let's try this again. We still have the duplicate here. Because if we add this into here, that's giving you the duplicate. So we can remove that again. Now we see my software app MAUI services. That's this one. Then we have to put in the form factor class with the implementation of the two interfaces. The one interface with the two methods on there. So now we can kill this. And we can remove the defaults there. Save. Use dependency injection to get the implementation of these services into the right place in the MAUI app MAUI project, MAUI program CS, and add the usings at the top. This one. We need the things there. And instead my app, we create our own. That's a duplicate. Then right before the builder build there, we are putting the following code. Copy. So that's a duplicate of builder. That can go. That's comment. We add singleton for the form factor to be injected there. Now all of these are resolved. Similarly, the web open project CS do the same thing. Add usings in there, copy. Oh. Like so. And we put the form factor in here as well. Right before the build. This is duplicate. The comments over there. Why is the form factor not resolved? Because of the duplicate, maybe. No, we don't have the services yet. Oh, that's the step that we missed because we actually needed to do the same. So Wasn't on the right track there. Add folder services and add new item form factor, and in the form factor we copy the same thing there. This is the same, so we have duplicate there. We copy that in. You will notice that's exactly the same, so we can remove that. Then just want the class in there. And remove the old one. So in this case, if you're in the web, it says web. And getting the operating system there. I think that should be almost what we need. The usings and then the builder. You can also use compiler preprocessor directive to the RCL to implement different UI depending on the device you run on. In this case, you need multi-target. For example, see bath time until repo. Oh, not saving this one. I want to save this one. Let's see if it builds. It is building. Still building. There we are, build completed. So now let's run this and see if we can get the device specific mentioning here for the web. F5. So we should put in some notifications somewhere. Otherwise you don't see anything. This component should be added somewhere. In here in the home page, you are running on. You are running on. This is the shared component. So that should be in the home page. This is for the web. Let's have a look at the home page there. That's the app, services, properties, components, pages. I think in the app razor. No, this is just a placeholder. This is startup code. That's just the CSS, so that's also not the one. Where did we miss putting in the code for the components? This is a shared one. Where did he put the form factor here? Form factor. Form factor. That's the interface. Just injected. Component 1 should be somewhere. Services. Component 1. Oh. That's the only reference. There it is. Shared homepage. There it should be. Component. I think this was missing in the explanation of the README. Hybrid shared UI. Yeah, this should be mentioned here in the README, but it is not. So that's missing it. Save. Let's run this. That's the one. So now you see that we are running on the web. And with Windows NT version, the component is defined in my app shared library. Now let's try this from Android or something. So set this one as startup. Now, first try the Windows machine. We still have this open. No. F5. This starts a native Windows machine. That's now desktop. It's no longer web. Let's see if we can also do the Android version. Android emulator, Pixel 5, that will probably be a hit again to the resources. Let's wait for it to run. You can get greatly improved Android debugging experience launching the emulator. That's what I also did already. There's starting the emulator. It might take some time, so if you have nothing to do, just subscribe to the channel and hit the bell if you like. And if you're on Twitch, follow or subscribe, obviously. There is the pixel thing. Now it needs to load the application. There's Pixel starting, if it survives. Yeah, that's the home screen. Even start at YouTube. Where did it go? Did it kill? Don't send. It was killed apparently. So let's start with the emulator first. There's the emulator. My guess is that this is much faster if you use a physical device or something. or an extreme powerful development machine. Pixel is starting. We're now just starting the emulator, doing nothing yet, because I didn't trigger the build in here. So we do have the emulator running now. Oh, and it died again. Come on. I think this is caused because it's running in the virtual machine already. It's not that powerful. Don't send a report. Some users have experienced emulator stability issues with this driver version. As a result, we're selecting a compatible renderer. Please check with your manufacturer to see if there's an updated driver available. Okay. I don't think we have another emulator. Let's see if we can sneak that in. It's building. There it dies again. Come on. I think we need to take the word for it that it's actually also working on the Android. Maybe at some time I'm going to set up an environment with the hardware on there. An Android and maybe an iPhone. I do have a Mac Mini, but that's an older one, so that's really slow. Last attempt, otherwise we skip this one. It's set in the background that it's deploying. There's the root. And it died again. Device offline, yeah. So we're going to skip the deployment for the Android and just try this one once more on Windows machine to make sure that it's still working. That's still working. That's the MAUI application. It says MAUI on top. And this is the desktop version, not the web version. So now let's have a look at the architecture here. We have like 3 sections in there. The MAUI app, the shared app, and the web app. So what I want to try now is to see if I can do the same, but instead of a generic web app, I want to add my Office add-in in here. So let's go to GitHub there. Not this one, the browser. GitHub, open that, GitHub. Then go to our samples from last week. What did Peter do here? KubeCon Istio Spire. Starting a repo. Xibben. Even Miguel de Casa is still active on the interwebs. Let's go in here, clone the Office add-in. So go in here. There are the dates. Let's make a new date in here. Make directory 2024-0402. And then clone my repo there. CD 2024-0402. Oh. That's interesting. I put the repo in the root here. That's not what I wanted. But let's see, because if I open Visual Studio here, I have the pinned version there as well, I think. Oh, that's in the dated folder, and this is in the dated folder 2024 February 15. The Outlook one, that's March 28, so that's also not a problem. So let's go back in here, go into the date. We are now in the date, nothing in there. Do it again. Good thing that we checked things in already last week. CD Office add-ins, CD samples, CD Blazor. Let's do it a little bit different there. CD data repos 2024-0402. That's today. We have the samples there, samples, and then we have the Blazor add-in. So now I want to copy that and paste that in, and like that, make that like a MAUI add-in. Not sure if that will work. MAUI add-in. Then pick same like this. And open the solution there. This is the MAUI thing, so we keep that for reference. And then open this one. Then we're going to restart the same thing again like was described in the other one. Because here we have the Blazor add-in and we have Excel sideloader for Office. So next what we want to do in here is do the same script running over again from Beth. Starting from the top again, create an empty solution. We don't have an empty solution, but we have like our Excel Blazor add-in. And we add a new project, MAUI Blazor Hybrid app. Let's have a look at the namespace in here. It's Blazor add-in. The root item is probably Blazor add-in as well. User Blazor add-in. So it should make that Blazor web. We compare it to this. So we stick to this. Make the same name as this one. Copy. And we're going to add a new project. And according to this, it should be the Blazor Hybrid app. No, not the Blazor Hybrid, the MAUI Blazor Hybrid app. MAUI Blazor Hybrid app, this one. Next. And name it My App MAUI. We're going to name it Blazor Add-in MAUI. Putting that in the right folder there. Next. Long-term support, yes. That's a Blazor MAUI thing there. Add a new project, Blazor Web App. That's the one that we are going to adopt our own thing. Authentication none, configure HTTP, render mode. We are going to WebAssembly, so let's see if that's possible or not. Raise a class library. Add a new project. Raise a class library. Shared. customer support. I don't select the support pages and views because we're going to adopt those from MAUI app. Create. That's the shared one. Now add project reference to app shared from both MAUI and web project. So the MAUI thing needs the shared dependencies. Add project reference to shared from both MAUI and web. So that's shared. Okay. Then do the same for the Blazor app. Shared. Okay. Move the www.root CSS folder and all of its content from MAUI to shared. CSS folder. No, from MAUI is what we said. This one. Cut. And move that to shared. Paste. Move the imports razor from MAUI to shared. Imports from MAUI. This one. Let's see if there are more imports. There's one only there. Cut and put that into shared. Paste. No paste option there. Replace it. Move the imports from MAUI to shared, override the one, and rename the last two usings to app shared. Let's clear this first. Select this, clear this. Then we need to make this shared. Shared. Because that will be adopted by... This one is not there yet. Rename shared. So open the imports razor in my web and add a using to shared. Copy. That's the web version. ports. So that is already in there. So that's kind of a duplicate. That's done by the dependency injection. Open Razor and move Razor to routes Razor from MAUI to shared routes to let's check that with the other one. Routes. That's going to be in there. Here in the root. Cut. Remove the filter. Go to shared. There. And paste it in there. And then we need to change something there. Change MAUI program to routes. So that's this one. Copy. Like so. We probably also need to change this component layout, main layout. Main layout. So that's not mentioned. This is the Blazor add-in. That's the shared one. Components, layout, there's a layout in there. I think that will follow later on. Let's move the steps through the steps again. Where were we? The routes, this one, the routes. Open the route eraser routes and change MAUI program to routes. That's what we did. Open the main page XAML in the MAUI project and add XML shared reference to my app shared. Open the main page XAML in the MAUI app and add a shared reference to my app shared class library. It's this one. Copy. Other project, this one. MAUI, where's MAUI? Here. And we should open my app MAUI. I don't see the my app MAUI. Open the main page XAML. Main page XAML, this one. and add the namespace to the shared My App MAUI, like so. And it should not be my app, but it should be Blazor. Now it resolves. Save. Let's read again. Open main page XAML in MAUI app and add a shared reference to this My App Shared class library and update Blazor web view root component type from local to shared. That's in here. So let's compare this to the one in here. Where's the main page? There. So we added the shared one. Check XML content page. It's shared. Assembly. Yeah. MAUI main page. Background color. There's a web view. Top index, root component, selector, type, shared. That should be now. Should be shared. Routes. That's where I went wrong last time, because I had a dot in there and that's not working. So the root component, shared routes. That's good. Save. Next. That's this section. In the My App MAUI project, open the index HTML and change the style sheet to point to content My App Shared. So that's this one we're looking for. Index HTML. From the MAUI thing, yeah. Now if you have the shared one. Change style sheets to point to content. Like so. Bootstrap and app. Bootstrap and app, so that's these two. That's now going to be replaced by so, and then this one will be the Blazor add-in. Save. Open app Blazor from my app web. Project components folder and add style sheet references to my app shared there as well. Where is it? This one. Kind of want to do the same here. Styles.css, style.css. So it's basically in here. Oh. Copy. Paste that and let's then move this to the front. And rename this to there. Now the question is, do we still need this one? So actually we should go and add this one to the shared environment, because the first one is we should be able to remove both, because the one is the JavaScript file. Well, maybe we need that, but this is the one that's basically the same as this one. So let's take that out. That's this section. In the My App Web project, delete routes.razor, layouts folder and all of its contents, and pages home razor. I'm not sure if I want to do that, because the routes there's no routes in the other one. The web project, delete files routes.razor. I think we don't have any routes in here. What does it say in routes? That's taking the routes.assembly from the main layout. We don't have that in our thingy there. Let's check in this one. Routes. That's only is shared. This one is also only shared. The comments is here to remove routes, delete files, routes tracer from this web app, the layout folder and all of its content. So the web only has the error razor page. But that means that I actually want to put something, because these pages are special in mine here. No, in here. You have an index.razor. So I probably want to rename this one to index.razor, maybe homepage.razor. Because the idea is that the index is adopted from the shared site. The web should only have, well, I cloned this one, so we could basically do the same here. Remove everything. That means that I'm losing my bubble chart stuff. Let's see if that's now the same. That's still index. Hello world. Let's search for index on this one. That's on the MAUI, shared. Blazor add-in shared. Blazor add-in. That's in the CSS also. And in the README. Okay. Do we have a layout in here as well? Don't think so. The main layout. What did it say about layout? My web, delete, routes, layouts folder, all of its content. Only leave the error razor page. Layouts folder. We do have a layouts folder in. No, we don't have layouts. We have a layout folder in the MAUI thing. components. There's layout and pages. Main layout and nav menu. That should be in shared. Should move layout to shared according to this. So this is not mentioned, but it should move to from MAUI to, I think this is the first part somewhere. Move the root CSS folder from MAUI to shared. So if I look to this one, layout. That's only there on components from shared. Components from shared. And this is MAUI, so this one should be. Let's see if we have a reference to components in here. Components. Move to the first item there. Move the components folder and all of its contents from MAUI. So that's what I missed. From MAUI to shared. This one. Oh, that's already, yeah, that's the other one. From MAUI. Cut to shared. Paste. That means we now have the layout in here. Main layout. Do we have that in the Blazor app as well? Main layout, that's the same, I think. So that's like header, nav menu here. Main. Where's the body in here? Here, body. In this case, it's called like article. Let's copy all of this. I think we should be able to do that. This is shared, so let's move that out of the way. Notepad. Copy all of this, cut. Save that there for now. Then cut this one. And move that here. Yes. Yes. Yeah, this is a style sheet from the new one. Now let's have the nav menu. Let's have a look at that as well. Counter weather, and that's on here. With the nav add-in. Let's cut that. And put that in the other one as well. Paste. That should bring in the Office add-in stuff in there. So now this one is empty, so we can remove that. Let's close that as well. Don't save. Move in here. Style sheets, we put that in already. Web, my web, delete, routes, layout, and home. But home is just like index. That's as if that would be empty, but that's basically the one in here. It's home.razor. That's now is shared. This is a button that's doing something with the Office environment. The reason for this is that it's actually indexed. Let's call back. Index.razor. Let's find hello world now. Let's make that index again. Let's see, because this one, open my web program CS and add additional assemblies to map Blazor components. My app web. Program CS, that's this one. And we have to put that somewhere like the web program over here before the run. This is run async, that's interesting. So this is something different. So that's actually not working. My shared. App is build. Not sure if that's available in here. So we need to, but this is not interactive render mode. Because we are a WebAssembly. Coffee interactive WebAssembly add. That's just a web. Okay. Add Blazor components. Add Blazor components. Question is, can that be done like in here? So the question is, can we do this shared thing only with, can't we do this shared thing with WebAssembly? What kind of thing it could be? Trying to have my Blazor server to Blazor WebAssembly, a good part. Assume you have the structure 3 projects, client WebAssembly, components, and client server. So this is the shared one. Project type .NET SDK Razor. I think that's the case. Yes. Client server. If you want to use componenting client WASM that's located in components, you have to add a reference to components in client WebAssembly. If you have pages with routes in components, you need to add additional assemblies in WebAssembly. Router. App.Razor in client WASM project. App.Razor. This one. That's the thing. saw something similar. Router. This is the one in shared layout, main layout. Shared layout here, and it's in components indeed, so this is not right. Like so. That's one. That's the same thing. Now we have the same here. Let's see, router app assembly program. Type of program, assembly, router app assembly, additional assemblies, router app assembly. This is all the layout. So app, type of app, program. Where I'm having issues is to do have some pages with routes and components was not being picked. Sorry, the code was wrong, fixed now. Additional assemblies. New. Type of that should be the shared one. Maybe even this one, copy. This is the one shared. Let's leave this out. Where is some page in this case? I would expect this to be this is a shared one. Type of component one. Use the additional assembly parameter to specify the additional parameter for the router component to consider when searching for routable components. Specified assemblies are considered in addition to WebAssembly specified assembly. Following example, component 1 is a routable component defined in a reference class library. Possible to load Blazor pages from this one. Check my repo shows different ways to load runtime class libraries to a project. Only limitation today is to register dynamically direct injection from component library. So this is the client. This is shared. This doesn't have a layout. Client. Index, module manager. There's the layout. List packages. Let's take out some page there. That's the UI. Wash 3D. Hi there. Not sure how long you've been there already. Was too concentrated on the issue here. Let's go in here. Type of Blazor shared. I probably need to find out how to do that. That's a WebAssembly app.razor. Let's see how's that done in this one. That's no Razor file, so we have to go in WebAssembly, web thing, app.razor. Here we just have routes. That's the main page. MAUI, shared routes. That's what we have here as well. Then in this case, it says shared routes. shared routes. That's this one. Router app assembly. Where's that used? In the web. App.razor. There. Body routes. App.razor. The body is in this case, it's in here, I think. But this doesn't have any routes at all. This is pushed in the body of, where's the body? That's MAUI. Components, there's the body for shared. That's just stable, I think. CSS, CSS, CSS. That's a different body. There's the body. This doesn't use the routes at all. MAUI. There's this one. That's MAUI again. This is a shared. Oh, this is the other application. That's why the head outlet, that's a new one. Copy. That's the MAUI one. That's the app razor in the component. Web. But we don't have app razor. We do have an app razor, but we also have let's see the web version. Shared MAUI. There's app razor. There's the router. This is tricky because it's using the routes from the other one. Let's see if that's doing anything at all. Warnings. It's not opening the website, is it? Stop this. Is it ready built already? Blazor.web.js, copy. That's the MAUI version. That's something different. It's a WebAssembly thing. I think we're mixing up two different types that should not be mixed up here. Only a couple of minutes. Okay, cool. Okay, so I think this is kind of failing because it's mixing a different type. Doesn't look like that's working. We need to do something here. Context, route data. is having this one. Router routes. The other one. It's only having shared. Let's copy the thing to the other one and let's compare. So that's routes, route data. Route context, route view, route data, route layout type. It should be component layout. Selector is same, not found. And then this would be the same again. So this is just a little bit extended if you look at it. Save. So shared. It's the other one, so you have to move it to routes shared. It is already there. Oh, save. Move routes from Razor to shared. My web delete routes, that's already done. Layout is also removed. Question is set up this one as startup project. Build errors. App.razor. How does app.razor look at? This one should not be necessary, I think. App.razor, let's see in the other one. This is the one. This is using like Blazor web.js. So what if we just remove all of this? that do anything? That's listening to this. The reason for this is that it's not showing the browser, I think. And yeah, there it is. Doing something. It is still running. Question is, what is it showing right now? We're running out of context of Office. It does say something like this. But it's not loading index, I think. It's running something, but it's not showing anything. And the only thing that we did not do is this. Program CS. Add additional assemblies. Because if we do copy this, we don't want this one. Close that. Stop this one. This stopped. Yeah. There's the loading again. There it is. But it's giving an error because it's trying to do something with Office here. And that's not available. Oh, it's also failing on the WebAssembly renderer. So apparently this is not completely working. It's working a little bit. I see a new version there. So I need to do a lot of thinking about this, how this construction is put together. Because instead of this is taking the app.razor instead of the index.html. but it is showing this anyway. I almost think that this would be obsolete. Or it's obsolete on the other side. In here. So I probably need to find out first how just to use shared environment within within a WebAssembly environment. Before we can do things like the MAUI web-specific items. There's the platforms. So if I can do things like this. Set up start a project. Then run this one. This now targets Windows. There it is. It's the same layout, but it's now missing something in style sheets. But it is the same thing, same component. That's interesting. Okay, well, it's getting late for me already, so I need to wrap this up. But we did learn a couple of things there, because we need to find out how to use shared components with WebAssembly. Apparently, that's a little bit different if you compare it to a server-side code. And it's explainable because in the server you just can interact with other assemblies as well. Good. We're not there yet. Yeah, no thanks. My pleasure. Don't forget to subscribe if you didn't already have done so. I'll be back Thursday for doing like Office add-in development, and then next week I will continue with the MAUI integration with Office, if it is possible at all. I don't know, but definitely going to try that. We did it with Blazor, so why not with MAUI as well? So thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.